Hello everyone, how y'all doing? I am 22 Tiger Dude, and I'm here to review the SpongeBob episode Boating Buddies, requested by the So Boating Buddies is about when Squidward gets sent to boating school by the police officer after crashing the stop sign. And you guys guessed it, he lands in boating school with SpongeBob, Chaos erupts, Squidward's getting abused a lot. That's all I could say. Alright. Some people hate this episode because it takes Squidward abuse too far, and I could understand that, okay. Some people love this episode. They said it's one of the most hilarious episodes they've ever seen. I am actually on the hilarious side. I really enjoy the SpongeBob episode. From start to finish, this episode, oh my goodness. This episode was hilarious. Non-stop hilarity all throughout because of the situations that are happening in this episode. Well, like I said just earlier right now, some people hate this episode. It's mainly the Squidward fans, I believe, and it's because they take his abuse a little too far, well, way too far actually, and I can understand why they hate this episode. Some people could also be hating this episode because of how SpongeBob was drawn or how his face was, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but just what I really enjoyed this episode was just how well executed it was, at least in my opinion it is. I thought the humor all around, I just thought was excellent. And I just really enjoyed the storyline. Like, it was just a very fun premise. And just sit back, relax, and you could just enjoy. And poor Squidward. I really did feel bad for Squidward, though. He was getting so hurt.
What you doing?
I just couldn't help but laughing every time he just got hurt. And then towards the end, chaos happens when Squidward has to ride in with SpongeBob. So SpongeBob's like driving all crazy with Mrs. Puff and Squidward, and oh my goodness, hilarity just comes up in that scene. Probably the most hilarious scene out of that whole episode. Especially that scene with the scientist. That was dumb, it was random, but oh my goodness. It was just hysterical for me. So many memorable moments in this SpongeBob episode I could never forget. The only flaw that took me out of the episode a little, and the only reason I can't say it's a perfect episode, is because SpongeBob's face. And a little bit of how he's drawn. He looks a little weird for some reason, and he had the weird face, like, let's just say SpongeBob wasn't SpongeBob. Like, you see that happy face? Well, he has this weird face. It stays like that the whole time. Okay then. Chocolate rain. I don't know if it's exactly, but he just wasn't being SpongeBob. And it annoyed me a little seeing his facial expression like that throughout the whole episode. So it did take me out of the episode just a little. And that flaw is the reason why I can't say it's a perfect episode. Overall, despite the fact the writers made SpongeBob have this stupid facial expression throughout the whole episode that does annoy me and bug me a little. This episode, I can't lie when I say this episode really did make me laugh from start to finish. I really enjoyed this episode, and if you want good laughs, then go ahead and watch this episode. If you're a Squidward fan, you may be one of those people that absolutely hates this episode and can't stand it. But whether you hate this episode or love this episode, I respect your opinion. Either way, Boating Buddies was hilarious, and I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. Subscribe to my channel. Comment to give me your thoughts on the SpongeBob episode. Like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!